Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Marcus Williams. I will be giving a presentation on the language used in law. What will be covered in this presentation? Uh, some key things: why legal language can be hard to understand, the consequences that happens in the real world, um, and what this class has taught me. Also, a case study that I will be analyzing, going over, and why I'm talking about this case study. So, for my first case study, well, my only case study, the Disney lawsuit, why terms and conditions matter. This lawsuit talks about a man prevented, who was prevented from suing Disney because he didn't read the contract. The purpose of the specific lawsuit is to mainly highlight the importance and significance of the terms of conditions. Disney lawsuit consequences and details. So just talking a little bit more about it. In 2023, Dr. Kinnoporn uh, tragically passed away after suffering a fatal allergic reaction following a meal at Raglan Road, a restaurant in Disney Springs. Her husband Jeffrey filed a wrongful death lawsuit against both Disney and the restaurant, claiming negligence even after warning the staff about her food allergies. Disney initially sought to avoid court by invoking an arbitration clause from 2019 Disney Plus agreement Piccolo had accepted. Widespread public criticism led Disney to withdraw their claim, allowing the case to move forward in court. The situation sheds light on hidden contract terms and the need for stronger, allegedly, safety. So, some key issues that's going on in the real world. Every day, we agree to legal documents such as user agreements and waivers without reading or fully understanding them. The issue is that these documents often contain complex legal languages or legalese that hides important clauses in fine print. So, some legal language clarification. So, here I provided two examples. My first example is from TikTok, and it talks about their private policy. So, if you choose to sign up or log in to the platform using a third party service such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Google, or link your TikTok account to a third party service, we may collect information from a service, for example, your public profile information such as your nickname, email, and contact list. And again, this is the private policy for TikTok, just part of it. And I believe this is the main part of their policy there. And below that, there's a link so you can see the description of the entire policy of TikTok. My second will be Instagram, their terms of use policy, which states that you are solely responsible for your conduct of any data, text, information, screen names, graphics, photos, profiles, audio, and video clips, links, etc., meaning some content uh, that you submit, post, and display on Instagram service. And below that is also a link of the terms of use for Instagram. You'll see the entire list. And again, this is just a simple or a small part of that agreement. The biggest takeaway I learned from this is that these two platforms give sensitive information to the public that me or maybe you do not want these platforms to have. But with technology growing nowadays, it's kind of automatic. The language used in legal system and its contracts has remained formal and complex for many years. One reason for this is the principle of the stare decisis, which means the past court decisions influence court laws or current laws. Additionally, legal professionals often use the term of art, specialized words or phrases that have specific meanings in legal content and not commonly used in everyday language. The concept of due process is also crucial in the legal system, particularly in the criminal law, as it requires precise and strong language to ensure fairness and protect individual rights. Excuse me. Why does all of this matters? Well, the documents you sign are important because they ensure you understand what you're agreeing to. These days, many agreements include terms of conditions that are often hidden at the bottom of the page or written very small print. Unfortunately, many people don't take the time to read the details before signing. This lack of awareness can affect anyone, including myself, regardless of their background, their race, their age, their education level, which seems like a small oversight can lead to a serious consequence. What can we do to resolve this? So, based on my research on it, which is a link here that is provided at the end of this presentation, um, there are tactics regarding to reading the legal documents, and I spotted and highlighted five important tactics that I thought were most important. The first tactic is examine the contract. Learning and reading contract is more of an understanding. There will be language used that you'll not understand just by simply looking at it, and there will be some language that you need more clarity. My second tactic, understand what to expect. Okay, so usually start by stating its purpose of the party, a controversy there. My third would be making notes. Taking notice is definitely important. This will help you remember anything you might come across, especially in the future if there's an issue. For my fourth tactic would be Google some legal terms. If there aren't any words you don't understand, use the internet use the internet to search up its meaning. Okay, so some words you might expect you to know. Some words the lawyers might expect you to know the contract itself. You simply just don't understand. So search up the word, understand its meaning. And for my fifth tactic, just ask questions. Don't forget to ask questions. That's very important. Ask attorneys, ask a professor, ask a teacher. Um, if you want better clarity of what you're reading and understanding what you're signing. Conclusions and any takeaways. At the end of the day, legal language affects everyone, just like laws, rules, and agreements shape many aspects of our daily lives. So, do the contracts we sign often without fully understanding them? In my opinion, this isn't fair because not everyone can read or interpret legal documents filled with complex words and technical phrasing. It can feel like people are pressured to sign something that they understand just to move forward. In other words, it's speeding up the process. My personal experience is whenever I get a car or when I had gotten a car, I just, so anxious to get the car. I'm ready just to sign my signature without reading. So I have a guilty of that. All right. But the purpose of this presentation is to explain why so many people don't read contracts carefully. As a result, many individuals sign agreements without understanding what they are committing to, which have serious consequences. Overall, in this class, I learned a lot. But my favorite part about this class is learning how the storytelling is a way of expressing information about yourself, lifestyle, and future. My next slide will have my sources, including my annotated bibliographies. Okay. You can also click the links below. For my fourth reference is a YouTube video. We made people sign ridiculous contracts without reading them. The reason why I want to spot this one is because this is a video of two people who are going around a city in New York City and having people sign a contract in order for them to win a prize. But little do they know, after they signed it, they had to take their shirt off and give it to the lady. They were shocked, and that's part of the contract. So that's a perfect example of some people not reading things. I hope you all love this presentation, enjoyed the presentation, and learned from it. And hope you guys have a great day.